Pilates online. My name is Sabrina, and we're going to be doing a stability ball workout today. So please get yourselves ready, and then just take a seat on your ball while we wait. So just sitting on your ball, very important. First thing you want to notice the size of your ball. You want to go in order with your height, but the most important thing is when you're sitting that you can create a 90-degree angle through your legs. So hips in line with knees, and knees in line with ankles, creating that square 90. You don't want to be on the ball so high that's there or too low that the hips are lower than the knees, okay? The other important thing is to make sure you've got enough space, nothing you can fall into. All right, and let's just start with nice, easy, gentle bounces. So I want you to tuck in your pelvic floor. I want you to sit keeping your hips equally weighted, level on that board. Stack your spine up nice and tall. And through this bounce, you don't want to feel like you're jolting that spine down. You want to tuck in your navel, lift up nice and tall, elongating crown to the ceiling, feeling that footwork, and that bounce through the knees to lift you up. Good. That's it. So in this position, remember, any exercise, you're just going to lift the arms, breathing in, and exhale, breathing out. Bringing the stability ball into the workout really challenges your balance, okay? This is week 3 of the month, and we're going to work on stability and balance with the ball this evening. Inhale, wide lateral ribs. Exhale, release. Keep the chest lifted. You don't want to feel those jolts and hanging. And again, inhale, lift it up nice and tall. Just so you know, the stability ball is one of my favorites, guys. I love working out with stability balls. So I'm quite looking forward to our workout today. Breathing in and exhale. That's it. Good. I'm just going to show you from a side view. In this position, sitting up nice and tall, let's activate the pelvic floor. So keep that spine nice and tall, nice and erect. You've got to remember, you don't want to move in the mid and upper back. We want to isolate where we're working. We want to work in the pelvic floor and tuck it around into the lower spine. Okay, so your feet are maybe about hip width or a bit wider to help you balance depending. Make sure your feet don't feel like they're going to slip. You're going to have to take those socks off. You're going to need special socks with stickies that your surface is not slippery. All right, so up nice and tall, breathe in. On your exhale, practice drawing in your navel, softening the six-pack surface layer to try and hollow out the belly. All right, pulling in that navel to spine. Use that drawing in to tilt the pelvis, and then inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, tilt the pelvis. Inhale, lift up. So if your spine, looking at your spine, you want to make it like the letter of the alphabet, that's a J. Straight and then curving and curling at the bottom. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, lift. Exhale, scoop and tuck. Inhale, lift. Be mindful you're not popping into that mid-back, that you're drawing pelvic floor in to round into that lower spine. Exhale, tuck and tilt, scoop, hold, and lift up. Exhale, tuck and tilt. Those that don't have a ball can do this in a seated position with bent knees, all right? Just modify what we do on your normal mat for today's workout if you don't have the ball. Don't stress about it, you can still do this workout. Exhale, tilt, and inhale up nice and tall. Exhale, tilt. Breathe in and lift. Feel that on your exhale, you're engaging this pelvic floor. And inhale, lifting up. Exhale, draw in. You want to feel these muscles start fatiguing. Each rep, you're going a little bit deeper. Exhale. Why do we want to do this? Because it connects you to the pelvic floor for all the exercises to come. But over and above that, it also helps lower back mobility. So we're loosening up that tight lower spine by flexing the lower back and just tucking in that navel with a gentle tilt. Inhale, up tall. Exhale, scoop and tuck. Good. Now, continuing from the tilt, try and go into circle. So we tilt, lifting pubic bone. We roll the hips to one side, stick the tailbone out behind us, roll the hips to the other side, and then lift pubic bone back up and tilt to the front. Again, rolling from the side, lift the one bum cheek, stick the tailbone out, lift the other bum cheek, exhale, tuck in pelvic floor, lift pubic bone as you drop both bum cheeks, and continue that circular movement. So again, what you want to do here is make sure your movement is in that lower part of your spine and in your pelvic floor, not in the mid and upper spine. Exhale, tuck, tilt, inhale, up. Concentrate and keep it nice and round and nice and fluid. It may be easier in some parts, more challenging in other parts, but just try your best. Scoop, exhale, tuck, tilt. Lift up, inhale. Good. And let's go to the other side. Lifting one bum cheek, tilting hips and pubic bone forward. Lifting other bum cheek and tailbone sticks out. Creating a circular motion through hips and pelvis. Really pulling in the belly button as you exhale, tilt forward. Really warming and waking up everything up. Exhale, scoop, tuck, tilt. You can have your hands on your hips or at your sides, doesn't really matter. Be mindful to not drop and sink into mid and lower back. Good. Last one. Exhale, scoop. Center it and a few more pelvic tilts. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, up. Rolling off sit bones and up back onto sit bones. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, lift. Keeping that movement in the lower spine without bending in the mid and upper back. Crown pulls up tall, lower spine tilts, inhale up. Let's go, exhale, 5, 4. Try and match your breath to your movement, creating a flow. Exhale, inhale up. Let's go, 2 more. Breathe, and 1 more. Lift it up, good. From there, let's just take it into a stretch. So sitting on your ball, do the happy dance. Okay, then take one leg back and just find a nice hip stretch. So you've supported, your weight is supported, you've got that one bum cheek on the ball, and you're just stretching one leg back behind you, opening up that hip flexor, nice and easy. Think of tucking in pelvic floor, emphasize a little tilt, draw in and up, lengthen the tailbone down to deepen that stretch, and just hold it there. Separate to that, can you tense the glute of this back leg? Just engage it. Good. And then release it. We roll to the other side. Making adjustments. Stretching that one leg back, keeping one glute, one bum cheek still on the ball for support. Little pelvic tilt. Lengthen tailbone down. Good. And then squeeze that glute behind you. Not that it's necessarily making a difference to what you're feeling, but you want to actively support the back side of the hip. Okay, so keep it active and strong and just wake it up. Connect with your glutes. Hold that stretch. Good. And then bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Good. We're going to do a seated roll down. So if you don't have the ball, you'll just do it in a standing position. I want you to open your legs just about as wide as your mat. Your heels are still on that mat. And then sit up nice and tall. Up nice and tall. Tuck in your navel. Hands on the inside of your knees. Breathe in, wide ribs. And then nod your chin, looking towards the mat. Exhale, start rolling down as you release one vertebra off of the next. Make sure your ball is not moving here. You've got to keep that ball still as the spine falls forward and down. Hanging forward here, release your head, neck, shoulders, and just drop, let it go. Keep your knees wide, getting a bit of a stretch in the opening of the hips, and then exhale, tucking your belly, and roll yourself up, restacking the vertebrae. Breathe in wide and full. Nod that chin. Gently roll down. Hands pressing along the arms, pressing along inside of knees, knees pressing into arms, a little bit of feedback. Hands to the floor or to the ankles. This time, while you're hanging down here, see without moving your ball, you can lift your chest up into a flat back. Very important, it's not the chin. We don't want any wrinkles at the back of the neck. Just lift the chest and flatten the back. If your hands can reach the floor here. Good. Flatten it out. Think of sticking a tailbone out and lifting it up to the ceiling. And then exhale, drop into your round back. Release head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, lift from the chest, not from the chin. Activate your upper spine to lift you and hold you there. Exhale down. Release the neck. And inhale, lift back up. Head, chest, flat back. Finding that upper back activation, ball's not moving. Exhale, release the spine down, go for one more. Inhale, lifting the chest, lead from that sternum, up into flat back. Good. This time I want you to push back and try and stretch your hamstrings, bend and release. Exhale, push back into your heels, lift your feet in flexion, bend and release. Push back, stretch, gentle release, two more. Exhale, push it back, bend and release, last one. Flex your feet, lift those toes if you can. And then drop the feet, bend the knees, release the head, neck, shoulder, spine back down. Hands to the inside of the ankles, tucking the belly without your ball moving, roll back up, connecting your pelvic floor. Restacking that spine upright, nice and tall. Very good. Okay. Interlace your fingers behind your back, bring your feet a bit closer. And then try and keep the palms touching. From there, roll your shoulders back, extend your elbows, and find the stretch through the chest. Good. With those long arms, try and lift them up and hold it there. Just to where you can manage. Take some nice wide deep breaths. And release it, let it go. Just turning to face you, stay ground how you are. It's going to a side stretch. So what I want you to be mindful is the pelvis staying stable. The hips are level here. You don't want to tilt the hips in order to side stretch. So, level those sit bones, keep it in neutral. Hands at your sides. Lifting one arm up, keeping the level hips. Without the ball moving, exhale, slide the other hand down the ball, maintaining level hips and pelvis. So don't tilt in order to stretch, and just find the C-shaped curve of the spine. Be gentle, soften the shoulders, let the head rest, hang into the head. Take a deep breath in. Rotate, look down to your knees and ball. Drop that arm, roll it to the center and lift yourself up. Good, let's go to the other side. No wind and then hip width. Lifting the other arm up now. Neutral hips, so important. so that we know we're getting a stretch and movement happening through the spine. It's going to be quite difficult, but you've got to feel what this feels like, dissociate, isolate your areas, and get that spine stretching, and get it moving. Level hips, feel that equal sit bones are weighted left and right on the ball. And then look down to the mat towards the knees, lower that hand, stretching, drop to the center, and roll yourself up. Good, let's go one more time each side. So, first side, arm lifts up. Level neutral hips, slide the arm down the ball, up the spine to the side. Notice how much easier it may feel to flex to the side of one part of the body. Feel that you're correcting yourself with as much equal weight balance of sit bones in that ball. Relax the neck and shoulders. This arm is reaching away from you. Reach. As you rotate, you're still reaching that arm. Twist, drop it down, stretch that spine, center, roll yourself up. Other side, arm lifted up. Relax the shoulders. Slide and glide it down that ball as you C-shape arcing that spine. Feel that you can possibly go a little bit further this time. Relax head, neck, and shoulders. Deep inhales. Rotate chest face down. Twist. And lower it. Center. And lift yourself up. Excellent. Well done. From there, let's stand up, everybody. Standing up, holding your ball. Let's go into a little bit of footwork. Shake out those legs, shake out those ankles. Let's actually give yourselves a few ankle rolls before starting. So just find your balance. Circle those feet, draw circles with the big toe. Yes, you know, this is such a basic movement, but it's so important to keep the mobility, the range, the flexibility, just, you know, the circulation happening in these areas of the body that we think we're using all the time because we're walking, but we're not going through all the ranges and working everything the way we can. The body has unlimited potential, so let's use it. Circle, circle, circle those ankles, just the foot. Good, that's it, alrighty. Okay, grabbing your ball. I want you to stand with your feet parallel, fist distance apart, okay? Holding the ball, now if there's any neck and shoulder tension, you don't have to lift it too high, keep it lower. Breathe in, you're gonna sit back, exhale, stand, squeeze. Breathe in, exhale, stand. Look at the knees here, that you sit and hinge the hips back, the knees are not diving forward. Feet are going to stay flat on the floor. Squeeze. Four more. Inhale, exhale, warming up those legs, squeezing the glutes. The ball becomes increasingly heavy. Keep that flat spine. Hold that last one. 5. Pulsing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing nice and tall. Good. Hugging your ball. V position of your feet. Squeezing your heels together. Not too wide with a V, small V, but toes apart and heels together. You're going to balance and lift the heels up, squeeze, and lower them down. Eyeliner is so important in any kind of balance exercise. If you're moving your eyes around, it's going to be much harder. Exhale, draw up from those heels to those inner thighs and gently lower. Good, keep going. Exhale, squeeze. Can you keep those heels connected when you lift? Try to keep them touching at all time. Are you connecting all your toes into the mat? Try and press from every single toe. I want you to avoid collapsing into the pinky toes and still keep the big toe and the big toe knuckles connected. Right, go for 3 more. Exhale, rise and lower. 2 more. Last one, lift those heels, squeeze them together, hold it there. Keeping the heels hovering, loosen your grip on the ball, and you're going to stretch your arms forward and back. Now this is going to put some pressure on your balance. You've got to focus. Pass the ball to the imaginary person in front of you and back to chest. Maintaining that balance. Keep the big toes anchored. Keep the heels touching. Squeeze, try and incorporate your inner thighs. 3 more, passing back and forward. 2. And last one. Good. And bring the ball towards you, drop those heels down. Shake it out. Well done. Well done. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. From there, you're going to step nice and wide. Okay? So in your wide position, I want you to lift the ball up overhead as you bend the knees and open up those hips. Breathe in and exhale. Working through a bit of shoulders here. Lift and lower. Try and keep your knees nice and wide. We're doing 4 more. Last 2, spine stays nice and tall, and hold that last one. Lower the ball if you need to. Lift your right heel, lower it. Lift your left heel and lower it. As you lift and drop your heel, your height does not change. Good. 6, lift and lower. 7, 8, 9, lift and drop. And 10. Stretch those legs and shake it out. Well done. Placing your ball down, let's challenge that balance a bit further. You're going to step 1 foot onto the ball. Now, if you feel a bit worried because you're not so confident in your balance, stay close to a wall or to your sofa, something that you can grab if need be. But don't use the support if you don't need it, okay? You want to challenge yourself to really maintain and hold your balance without any support. Okay, the balance is so important for all of us. Doesn't matter who you are, what's going on in the body. We all need to continuously improve our balance. So, first of all, feel that you can relax the hip. So often we pick up the bent knee and we lift the hip as well. I want you to relax those lower back muscles, let that hip drop, and only lift the knee. So again, that pelvis remains level, neutral, and you lift up one leg. You don't want to lift up that tabletop leg and the hip. Super important that you understand that, you're connecting with that. So hips are relaxing, those lower back muscles are not working. Right, good. And first and foremost, find your balance. Okay? If you feel you're quite steady and stable, this is fairly easy. Continue drawing up in this balancing leg, the standing leg. Even using that standing leg as glute, connect to it, make the connection. Arms in a T position, grow tall, and you can place just the toe on the ball. We're going to stretch that leg, flex that foot. Really go for that flexion through the foot, lifting the feet, the foot, and the toes. Inhale, draw it back and lift the heel, leaving the toes on the ball. Breathe in, flex and extend the knee. Exhale, draw back. Now don't underestimate your standing leg. That standing leg is working really hard. Bring it in, scoop. Maintaining your level hips and pelvis through this movement. Think of when you're working on the exo chairs, the wonder chairs, and we do the leg press standing where we push the pedal down. Modification using stability ball. Good. Bring it in and pause it over there. Hands to the head, breathe in, and stretch that leg. As you bring the knee back in, you're going to rotate opposite elbow to opposite knee. Take it slow and center. Relax your shoulders, twisting from your torso. Inhale, center. Now your eye line's moving here, so it challenges that balance even more. Focus with me. We do 2 more. Breathe in, stretch. Looking for that upper spine rotation while the hips stay facing forward. Exhale, twist. And then center it, release. Good. Let's change legs. Okay, find your balance. Step 1. Find your focus. Draw up into your standing leg. Open up your chest. Good. And when you're ready, we extend that knee, flex that foot, and bring it back in. Now, 9 times out of 10, your standing leg wants to put its foot in the center. Don't. Make sure your right foot is under your right hip, not standing in the center, because you want to focus on the aspect of alignment through our movement. Flexing through the foot. Good. Keep that standing foot parallel. You might find it's in quite a V position. It's harder to parallel your standing foot. Good. This time, take the hands to the head, relax the shoulders, and if you're ready to begin that rotation, bring the knee and ball in towards you as you twist opposite elbow to opposite knee. Inhale, release. Exhale, twist. Inhale, release. Exhale, scoop, tuck, tilt, twist, and release it. Soften the shoulders. And twist, keeping the hips forward. So you really incorporate all the necessary muscles used to aid rotation. Good. You're going for 2 more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. And 1 more. And release it down. Good. Last one in this position, going back to the other leg, so placing 1 foot on the ball, right foot. Good. Find a standing balance. Draw up into your standing leg. Okay. You're going to bend standing legs, knee, and stretch. Maintaining a flat foot on the mat. All right. So a lot of the time, we've got a lot of limited range happening in the ankles, a lot of tightness. And you're going to feel that heel wants to lift right up, or the knees hardly bending because it's quite tight. Keep trying to keep the foot flat on the mat. That's fine. That's fine, okay? Continue doing what you can. This is going to really help mobilize the feet and loosen up your Achilles tendon. Flat foot, knee bend, and stretch. 1 more, bend, and stretch. Good. Now I'm going to try to lift the heel up in a look arm raise. Take it slow. Just hover the heel and down. Just to hover, it doesn't even have to be so high. Balance, hover, heel, and down. 2 more. Last one. And down. Good. Change it up, change it up. Neutral level hips. Making sure foot is off of center, not in the center. Good. Let's find the range first. So we're going to bend that knee and stretch. Bend the knee as much as you can, keeping the foot flat. Try and press your big toe into the mat here. Notice if it's avoiding a connection, or if you can press a big toe down through your knee bend and stretch. Keep breathing, everyone. We do one more. Bend and stretch. Finding the balance through the calf raise now. Exhale, hug the heel and down. That's it. Take it slow. We do 5 meaningful ones. It's better than 15 unaware ones. Exhale. Up. Give me your best, guys. Just try. And one more. And release it down. Good. Well done. Shake out those ankles. Shake out those feet. Sitting back at your mat, make sure you're at the edge of your mat. You've got a floor space of mat in front of you here. Starting at the back. Sitting up nice and tall, breathe in. Let's go back to that pelvic tilt. Tucking in the navel, tilt the pelvis and hold. Now making sure your feet are not going to slip, you're going to take baby steps forward, placing your spine down one vertebra at a time. When you get to the mid-back and the bum now leaves the ball, engage it and keep the hips pressing up as you continue walking until your shoulder blades and your head are resting on the ball. Make sure your head's not here where it's on a downhill sloping back. Okay, I want you to comfortably have your nose and eye line straight to the ceiling. Okay, and then rather than letting the hips lag, your neck, pelvic floor, lift pubic bone and extend those hips. Good. You should be able to have your fingertips just nipping the floor here. Okay? So if you're feeling a bit unstable, you keep those fingertips just as a guide here. Okay? Really find that glute connection and lift up. Alrighty. So squeezing squeezing the bum, and opening up those hips, stretching forward. We're going to lift one heel up at a time. And as we lift up each heel, we're still tucking and tilting, emphasizing a lift of pubic bone to the ceiling. As we lift up one heel at a time, we don't want to feel that we're tilting side to side. So holding yourself nice and stable in the center. Lift that pubic bone. Finger pushing a little pebble one at a time. Lift the heel and drop. Good. Keep squeezing and powering from those glutes. Don't let them go. You're trying to keep your bum as far away from the mat as possible. Good. 5 more. 3, 2. Both heels up and down. Lift and drop. Without the ball rolling forwards or backwards, you're isolating this lift of the heels. Exhale, inhale. The hips are still pressing up to their mats. All right, you should really be feeling it in those glutes and hamstrings now. Tucking in your navel, lift that pubic bone up. Good, we go for 5, 4, 3 more, 2, and 1. Good. Flatten those feet. Tilt the pubic bone just a little bit more. And tiny pulses up of the hips and pubic bone. Squeezing that glute a little bit more. Should be burning now, but no lower back ache. Because you're tucking in your pelvic floor to lift your pubic bone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly land the bum down, rather than just collapse. Good, 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 good. Okay, swing that ball around in front of you and straighten your legs. We're going into a spine stretch, so open up the legs a bit, place the ball in the center. Flex your feet and sit up nice and tall. With spine stretch, imagine yourself against that imaginary wall. And then one vertebra at a time, you peel the head. And then each vertebra one at a time off that imaginary wall until you can get that lower back off of the imaginary wall. Inhale, hold it, tuck in the navel and start replacing and sticking that lower back against the imaginary wall, mid back against imaginary wall, upper back against imaginary wall, up nice and tall. So we're getting a stretch through the spine, but also controlling the way we're moving through the spine and articulating through the spine. Sometimes it's not so easy to grab this one, but try your best, okay? Inhale, nice and tall, flex your feet, nod your chin and roll it down. One vertebra at a time. If you feel the hamstrings are limiting you here, you can sit up on a little cushion or a little block and it will help. Otherwise, you just bend the knees in that position. Breathing in, tuck in that belly, scoop and lift yourself back up. Because we want the spine moving and stretching, and sometimes the hamstrings can prevent that a bit. So if you need to adjust or modify and bend the knees, that's fine. Breathe in, nod your chin, and stretch it forward as far as you can, tucking in your navel, roll it back and restack your spine. Good, good, good. Lift the ball, join the legs, place the ball on your side body. Your feet are flexing and legs are straight. If you're struggling to keep them straight, as straight as possible, otherwise prop yourself up on that cushion. Inhale. Flexing those feet, lift the spine up and out of the hips as we roll that ball forward. We want to get it past the feet all the way around and up. If you cannot get it past the feet, go as far as you can and roll it over the feet, okay? You're really stretching. Each round, each roll, you want to feel yourself loosening up more and more, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Hinge it forward. Stretch, 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 stretch. All the way around. And lift up. Inhale. Exhale. Spine up and out of the hips. Roll it around. And repeat. Inhale, preparing. Exhale, rolling. Breathing in, exhale, roll. And one more time, breathing in, exhale, roll. Nice. Picking up that ball, bend your knees, sit up nice and tall. Just as we did sitting on the ball, those little tilts of the pelvis, tucking in the navel, tucking that tailbone, not moving into mid and upper back. We want to move into lower pelvis and lower back. Okay, so holding that ball, breathe in, drawing your navel to spine, tilt and tuck, as if to roll halfway back down and lifting up tall. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, tuck and roll. So here's the rounded spine. Inhale, back into your flat back. Exhale, draw your belly in, tilt the pelvis, lift the pubic bone, and up we go. Two more. Exhale, tuck and tilt. Going as far back as you can manage, so you're not in the bad kind of pain. And one more, and then hold it there. Good. Lifting the ball up, side, side, center, up, side, side, center, up. Good. Did you know these balls were so heavy? Side to side and center. Make sure your knees are not moving. And one more time. Side to side, center, and lift it up. Good, good, good. Placing the ball there, you're going to lay down onto your spine and place your tabletop legs onto your ball. Bend knees at 90 degrees. Okay. Bend knees really helps to sort of disconnect your lower back muscles from getting in the way of certain exercises, which is great. You don't want to overwork the muscles that tend to be doing a lot of the load. So from here, let's interlace the fingers. If you like to put a cushion under your head through your abdominals, you feel free to do so. So supporting the base of your skull, I really need you to focus again on that stability of the elbows, the shoulders and the neck. It's not arms moving, it's not head banging, it's steady and stable, and we're using abdominals to lift the chest, hinging at ribs, and then inhale down. So relax your face, relax your neck, and exhale, lift the chest, inhale down with control. Exhale, flex up, hold. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, hinge at ribs, nice and easy. And inhale down. Try to keep your eye line fixed. Otherwise, the neck and head tends to do a little bit more movement. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Two more. Exhale. Feel how you draw the abdominals in. Inhale, lower. One more. Exhale, up. And inhale to lower. Good. Take a deep breath in. Hover your elbows in peripheral. Exhale, lift that chest back up. This time we're going to rotate side to side, keeping the shoulder blades lifted, keeping the chest up. Good. And just rotating the upper spine without moving the ball, without moving the arms. Exhale, inhale through center, and exhale to side. We've got four more. 2, 1. Center it and release it. Well done. Good. Straighten your legs and put that ball a little bit further away from you. Good. You're going to lift up your right knee to chest. Give a nice pull. And then release it and change legs. Knee to chest. Good. Grab that knee if you want to take it a bit further and you're not interfering with any neck issues. Then use your abdominals to pick the chest back up and stabilize the neck and maintain the chest height as you change your legs. Inhale, exhale. Eye line stays fixed. Shoulder blades remain off the mat. And one more each side. Good. Release both the legs down and then lower your chest. Lifting one leg again, this time a straight leg, cupping behind the knee and giving yourself a hamstring pull and pulse, release and change. Exhale, exhale and lower. Pulling the leg to the body, keep your head and chest flat down on the mat here. Straightest leg that you can manage and just find that hamstring opening while keeping the bum down. One more. And place that leg down. Good. From here, I'm going to do pelvic curls. So I want you to feel that your Achilles and your lower shins are on the ball as well as your feet, but your legs are straight. Now, if this is too challenging, please remember you can do any of these exercises without the ball and it'll be a lot easier. Okay, let's challenge our stability though. So with your hands at your sides, when you roll the hips up, you want to prevent them from swinging side to side, hence keeping nice and stable. Okay. Try not to let that ball move and just articulate up one vertebra at a time. So reaching on and up with those arms and fingers, breathe in, tucking your navel, tilt the pelvis, you're imprinting your lower back, you're lifting pubic bone, and now you're rolling the hips up one vertebra at a time. Really squeeze your bum, don't go too high if you feel lower back pain. Emphasize a deeper tilt and scoop, lifting pubic bone, and then roll down gently through the spine until you can anchor the neutral pelvis back to the mat. Inhale, prepare. Tuck and tilt the pelvis and roll up through that spine. Exhale. Feel that you can keep the ribs drawing down rather than popping them up. Lengthen that tailbone so you don't feel low back strain, and then roll it down. Really going to feel the hamstrings on this one as well. Breathing in, tuck and tilt, and roll the hips up. Good. Feel that you can balance here, even if your hips are not so high, but that you can lift the hips up and remain stable. Neutral, level, heighted hips, not one higher than the other. Exhale, roll it down. Good, good, good. One more, breathing in. Tuck and tilt. Exhale, roll it up. Squeeze and hold it here. Taking a deep breath and then slowly rolling it down. One vertebra at a time. Good, good, good. Lift your arms up, inhale, and then circle them around, exhale. And just move through that movement of circling the shoulders, try to get them back to the floor and all the way around. Inhale, exhale, circle, two more. Breathe in and exhale, one more. And exhale, good, 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 good. From here, I want you to grab the ball in between your ankles, okay? Squeeze it, really keep your lower back imprinted into the mat, connecting your belly, hands at your sides. And all you got to do is lift the ball up and then lower the ball down, okay? Pick the ball up, give me the straightest legs you've got, and then bend it down, release. So knee extension. And release. But you do not want to lift up the ball if your lower back is arching, creating a gap here. No, no, no. Press your spine in, and even if you just have to pick it up to there and then down, that's fine. Okay, work with your range, build your strength, depending where you're at. Extend those knees, bend and lower. Exhale. Inhale. The more you squeeze the ball with those feet and ankles, the more inner thighs you're going to be targeting here. So extend those knees and squeeze your ball and lower it down. A little bit of extra help. Hands here, cupping the back of the thighs to help your load. Only use it if you need to, okay? Otherwise, don't have your hands here. We're going for 3 more. Extend and stretch. Bend and release. And extend to stretch. And release. One more. Squeeze that ball and release it down. Good. Pop your legs on top of the ball again. Being aware of your neutral pelvis. You're going to draw one leg into tabletop and extend that leg as long and strong as you can. Now, if your straightest leg is there, that's fine. If you can lengthen it fully and perpendicular your leg to the mat, then please do so. Tiny circles with that single leg. And what you want to feel is that the pelvis stays in neutral. That the leg that remains on the ball is not moving. And so is the ball not moving. While you draw small circles, start with the size of the fishbowl. And if you can increase your range, maintaining your stability, then go for it. Long lines through the legs as long as possible. One more. And it's reverse direction. Open circles. Really being strict here. Keep the pelvis steady. No moving ball. Good. So often we're letting the mind lead the way, or the body. And right now you're just telling the mind and the body what you want it to do. One more. And then release it down. Good. Keep it neutral. Stay super steady. Gently lift the other leg up. Extend it long to where you can. And cross drop. Open and lift. Really dissociating this leg from the rest of the body. Not having to move the hips in order to circle the leg, but more circling the leg in the steady hip socket. Good. Be aware of the difference on your sides, or if it's the same, that's excellent. One more this direction. And let's reverse. Open circles now. The size of the circle is personal to you. You've got to feel those hip bones are staying steady. You've got to maintain the stability of your leg on that ball as best you can. Then be stretching that leg as long as you can and feeling all those nitty-gritty muscles needed to strengthen here. Good. Go for two more. And one more. Bend it and release it. Lovely stuff. Good. From here, I want you to grab that ball in between your ankles and then place your hands underneath your knees to hold the ball. So now it's not the legs holding the ball with the hands. You're going to tuck in your tummy and give yourself a rock up to seated position. Now, if this is a bit much for you, just do the normal roll like a ball, okay? So first of all, you want to make sure that you can lift up those legs and balance. But not only that, that pelvic tilt that we're always doing, just the lower spine. That's really where the work is coming from in the exercise, that you want to lead with that tilt and roll up through that tilt. So a little bit more challenging in having to have the legs wide and hold the ball. Balance, lift up the chest, breathe in, and then exhale, tuck, and lift up, balance. All right, stay there. Let's inhale to throw it back and exhale to lift back up. We go. Okay, so find it, not too much, not too little. Tilt the pelvis up and balance. Tilt the lower spine through mid, upper, and back. And again, inhale, exhale, very light, very gentle up. We go for two more. One more. Hold the balance, keep the ball off of the floor. And then release it down. Good, 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 good. Sit with the knees, feet together and the knees apart. And just roll that ball forward. So you get a little bit of an inner thigh stretch here. Good. And then lifting yourself up. I want you to go onto your knees. Take it a few steps back. And then I want you to place your forearms onto your ball. You can clasp your hands together. Now, very important is the shoulders staying stable over the elbows. Okay? If you're not comfortable, again, you can always do this without the ball. Now, this ball obviously can move, so it's going to want to wobble, so you've got to really keep it solid and stable. You want to make sure you're not hanging the belly down and drawing the tummy in towards the spine. If you feel you want to keep flat hands on the ball, it's not incorrect. You can do that as well. Okay. So you're going to stretch one leg out, keep both hips level, facing forward, squeeze that glute, tuck in the belly. Without pushing your ball away from you, you're going to lift up the other leg and hold this forearm plank. Lower one knee, lower one knee. All right. Let's try again. You're going to want to feel that you just want to drop, but that's the whole point. Just try it for 2 seconds. Stabilizing, steady ball, one leg back, other leg back, hold, connect your core, and release, release. All right, let's try again. There you go. Stretch that leg, squeeze that glute, lift up the other, hold, press those elbows in the ball, and release, release. We're going to go for it one more time. Extend that leg, tuck in tummy, hold it, 3, 2, 1, bring it in. Well done, well done. From there, scoop that ball into your chest, pop your chest up and over your ball. Bringing your hands close to the ceiling and to the floor. Stretch your knees, okay? And then walk just a little bit forward that you have more of your hips supported on the ball. More of your chest is free and off the ball. Okay, so in this position, you're going to tuck in your belly and tilt your pubic bone into the ball even more, right? And we're going to lift a single leg at a time. But what we're doing is really squeezing the glute to pick up the leg. Long leg, exhale, inhale. Think of stretching the front of the hip as you squeeze the glute. Really emphasize the tilt of the pelvis, of the pubic bone into the ball. So there's no lower back pain or strain in this movement. And we're just really strengthening that back line of the thighs and the legs. If your neck gets tired, you can drop your chest a little bit lower down. It's really up to you. Or you can keep a nice little flat back and keep those muscles at the back of the neck and shoulders working. Good. Strong squeeze of that leg. Exhale. 5. Squeeze it. 4. Feel that the hips are staying level in that level pelvis and pressure into the ball. Let's go 2 more. And last one. Lower it down. Good. Bend the knees and lift the chest. Good. Now I'm going to take it into a lovely stretch of the shoulders. So think of your cat stretch. Very important, keeping your hips on top of your knees. You don't want to sit back or forward. You need to keep those hips on top of the knees and move what's on top of the hips separately. Okay. So breathe in. Nod your chin. Exhale, start rolling down into a flat back position. Now you can really push that ball away from you here, but for some it may be a bit strenuous in your shoulders. So you don't have to, you can keep more of your arms on the ball. But what you want to do is get that flat back. Okay? You may probably feel more of a shoulder stretch than a back stretch. It's fine, depending on your body. And then really exhale, tuck in the belly. Tilt that tailbone down to your heels. Round and roll up through your abdominals. Keep the hips forward as you lift up tall. Inhale. Nod your chin. Exhale, one vertebra at a time. Rolling forward into that flat back. Maintaining the hips over the knees. Breathe in. Really scoop, flex, tuck. And roll back up, restacking that spine. Again, inhale. Nod your chin. Rolling back, forward. Flat back and just holding your stretch here. Deep breath in. Scooping that navel, tucking that tailbone. Restack the spine. Up, nice and tall. Good. From here, stretch up those legs. Keep the legs straight and the hands on the ball once you're in a flat spine. Nod your chin, soften the knees, and roll the ball away from you with a flat back. So a little bend in the knees, so it's not a hamstring story. We're getting length throughout the spine, aligning your ears through your arms, and then tucking the pelvis, roll it back, and then flatten the spine. Inhale. Nod your chin, roll it back. Lengthen that spine, move through your vertebrae. Inhale, forward. And exhale, scoop, flex, and tuck. Hands on ball, flatten the back, and go for one more. Nod your chin. Exhale, roll it away to flat spine. Hold it there. Take a lovely deep breath. And exhale, scoop, tuck, flex. Rolling it up all the way. Picking your ball up to a standing position. Crossing your right foot over to your left. Lifting the ball and dropping the ball to the right side of the body. So you're getting a lovely side stretch there. Deep breath in, lift it up, cross it over. Exhale. Good. And then releasing it up. Well done, everybody. Time really does fly when you're having fun. I feel like it went so fast. Hope to see you again soon on the next one, everybody. Take care.